Live.
What's up, lifers? Welcome back to 30 to Life. Just want to say, man, thank y'all once again for always supporting and, you know, the kind comments you guys leave in the comment section. I really appreciate that. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about kind of what's going on in the world. And I know in a few videos I had mentioned to y'all about not living in fear, and I kind of want to share an experience with you guys. So yesterday was Easter, and I found myself not doing what I preach. I was actually, you know, thinking about a lot of things that are going on in this world, and I found myself actually living in fear. And what happened is that I ended up bringing down the whole vibration of our day that we were having for this Easter, because of the fact that I was living in fear, and I felt that I wanted to share a lot of things that I know with my family, and I wanted them to understand what I believe to be what's going on in this world. But it just backfired on me, and it really didn't, you know, hit the way it was supposed to. And I realized that what I was doing is I was pumping out fear. So basically what I want to say to you guys is this: not every day is going to be, you know, a great and happy day for you. You know, the things that I tell you, it's a daily and constant practice. You're always having to remind yourself and realize that you're a spiritual being and you're experiencing this human life here. And sometimes I forget that, and I get caught up in my ego, and I start thinking that, oh, I'm in control, I can do the things that need to be done. But the truth of the matter is this: through my whole life, everything I've experienced, the bullshit I went through, going to prison, my childhood, everything, I realized a long time ago that this is a process of growth. So not only I want to remind you guys that we need to trust the process of what's going on today, I need to remind myself the same. So one of the experiences that I experienced in my life that I want to share with you guys is my little sister. When I was locked up in CYA, she was battling cancer. She was only 12, and you know, cancer took her away from us. And I was real bitter. You know, I blamed God for a long time, you know, because during that time, I knew she was really sick. So I would pray a lot, and I had prayed to God, and I begged him to, you know, keep my sister alive until I come home, because I just want to be there for her and be there with her, you know. And it didn't happen that way. She passed away, and the institution was kind enough to allow me to go to the funeral. So I went to the funeral. I showed up in handcuffs and chains, and long story short, while I was there, you know, I had friends there, family, and all that. But one particular person that was there, I later on married and had 3 beautiful children with. And I realized later on that, you know, if my sister hadn't passed away, if God would have granted my prayer, my wish, I wouldn't have these 3 beautiful children and a beautiful wife who puts up with my shit constantly. And that's what I mean about trusting the process. Everything we go to go through, I truly believe that it's part of our growth and what is needed for us to experience while we're here in this human life form. Because again, we're spiritual beings, and we're meant to go through this, and we're meant to learn and experience. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I know there's a lot of shit going on out there. A lot of people are feeling fear, anxiety, depression. You guys have told me before in the comments, alcoholism in the homes and abuse is starting to skyrocket. There's a lot of shit going on in the streets. I think down in LA, in Long Beach or something like that, someone was telling me they got drones out there where these drones are telling people to go home. So, there's a lot of fear going on. But I want you guys to understand this, man. We have control of what we're focusing on, and whatever you focus on is going to grow. You need to turn that damn media off. Realize that the news is doing its job, which is to pump fear into everybody. And it's not doing anything good for no one. There's never no good news on it. There's never no news of people really recovering. Like 90% of the people who are getting this COVID shit are recovering. They're not talking about that. The numbers, aren't as high as the average flu. The numbers in death ain't as high as the average flu. It's just a bunch of hype. And, like I said, I find myself biting into shit sometimes and starting to think that, it's all doom and gloom. But, yeah, it isn't, man. This is part of the process. You guys know what's going on pretty much. You guys have told me a lot of things, and just realize that what's happening is going to happen, and we need to roll with it, roll with the punches. I know you want to fight against things and you want to do all these things, but just know that there's things that are happening in the background that a lot of us don't know. There's some things I know, but it's not all doom and gloom. It really isn't. There's a great awakening happening right now. People are starting to realize a lot of shit and starting to question their lives. We spoke about this before. So this is actually a great time for some, and this is hell for some. It depends on what you're focusing on. A few people have told me, Ron, you've helped me wake up. Well, my message to you is this. Now that you're waking up, when this is all over, don't go back to sleep. Because the system's still going to be the system. And if you rock with the system, you'll be caught up in that shit and you'll go right back to sleep. This is the time that you wake up, you redefine yourself, you gain more skills, you start working on the internet, because that's the future. There really isn't no more of that 9 to 5. We're going to be in a new time. This is the internet time. This is where it's all leading to. Technology. It's been spoken about for years. 2020, it's going to be all about technology. For the next 10 years, you guys are going to see a lot of different shit and how we are going to adapt technology more into our everyday life. So redefine yourselves, guys, and benefit from what's going on. Grow stronger. Don't let fear guide you. Let love guide you. And everything will be okay. All right. That's my message for y'all today. Again, as always, I love you guys. Stay blessed. And you know what it is. Stay the fuck out of trouble.